Welcome back to the house next door.
Where real estate meets reality.
I'm Anthony Harris.
And I'm Barbara Giulio. Welcome back. Okay, where's our joke? Say your joke. We have a guest speaker, but we're going to say the joke first.
So why did the realtor bring a pencil to the showing?
I don't know.
In case they needed to draw up a deal.
Oh. Okay, so Amy Marino is in the house with us, and we try to do a joke.
Yeah.
A bad joke. It has to be a bad joke.
Yeah. Because we're in a comedy club.
Yeah.
And they're letting us use their space,
Yeah.
right? So we like to give a joke.
To try to be as cool as them.
Yeah, we're just doing a tribute to them.
I like it.
And
my jokes are terrible too. My family's like, stop. Keep your day job.
So Amy Marino is a very dear friend of mine. I knew her when my very first day of onboarding at Home City Real Estate.
Yeah.
She had just gotten her license and was joining at the same time as me. And that was in 2014?
Probably 15.
2015.
Probably 15. About 9 years ago.
2015.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And she has since gone a totally different direction in real estate.
Yeah. Well, I went to the dark side.
No, I feel like you went to the good side. She works
Don't
for.
tell John.
Oh no, yeah, no. John knows I'm always trying to like break out somehow, but then I like love real estate. It's a love-hate relationship.
There's a hold on you. I get it.
Yeah, it's like I love it, and then I try to leave it, and then I love it. But Amy is new home sales, and works for Shattuck Homes. So, Amy, first of all, tell us about your journey here.
I know. So I feel like I get out a decent amount, but clearly not. I live in Georgetown. And when I came down to the big city, my first experience today was trying to find parking. And so I had a homeless gentleman with a guitar singing loudly to no one, talking to the Waymo car that no one was in, as if there was a person there. And then I moved over to the gas station parking lot, which was worse.
That's a bit sketchy,
and there was
too,
two or three homeless people literally fighting.
Oh.
And then the cops came, and they were yelling profanities at each other. And I'm
wow.
texting Barbara going, which parking lot should I be in? So I went back to the other one with the Waymos, and I paid. And I got out to scan my code. I'm like, I'm going to get mugged. Someone's going to take my purse. I don't know. They're probably watching. Wait for a distracted person to scan. But anyway, I'm here now. And then there's a secret door. And then the gentleman's like, are you Amy? I'm like, yes, I'm Amy. What kind of operation is she running down here? I might die for my friend Barb before I even get in here. But,
I love that you will die for me.
But I'm sure like 2 blocks over is, I passed the Driscoll. I'm a nice thing. So
right.
I'm not dogging on people that love to live downtown because I have friends that love it. So
It's
certain
just-
sections, the Four Seasons, I could be
Right.
happy camper and those residents. Yeah.
There's a few for sale.
Yeah. Well, in my next
Would you like
Starting
us to
price
help you buy and sell real estate?
I know. Yeah.
Starting
no.
at the low price of
Yeah.
$2.5 million for
Yeah.
one bedroom.
Wow. That's crazy.
Well, so my neighbor, Katsy, she's a listener, love her to pieces. And I was telling her about how I have no good sense about myself when I'm in places that could be a little dangerous.
Yeah.
And
You're not aware of your surroundings.
No, and she's a retired cop. Right. And she worked in San Diego, like detective work. I mean, she's the real deal.
Yeah.
Hi, Katsy. I love her, okay? I love her. And so I was telling her this time about how I had my car running, the door open, my purse on the seat, and I was talking to Anthony, totally distracted, and there's like homeless people swarming my car. And she's like, Barbara, you are a crime waiting to happen.
Yeah,
you have got to get your stuff together.
Yeah, but sometimes being naive is nice. I had a police officer I was talking with as a customer, and I have my little thing of mace on my keychain, and he's like, just so you know, like, that's really not going to help you. I hope you have a gun on your purse. You've taken safety training. He's like, if somebody wanted to take you down, like, your little thing of mace with, like, a couple strong guys is not going to help.
Well, especially
I was like,
if you aim it towards yourself.
just don't tell me.
Because I would aim it at myself. I'd be like,
That's right. Me too.
and then I just spray myself.
Yeah.
Just take me.
And take me down.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh,
Only on
wow.
certain
Yeah.
days.
She made it easy for us.
That's right. Yeah. Oh, my
And then
gosh.
they'd open up your wallet and be like, wow,
Right.
disappointed.
We don't want her.
Well, let's get to introducing Amy. I love it. You could just be on the podcast with us and chat.
Well, thanks. Yes, I would love it.
So Amy started as a realtor. And how did you end up deciding, no, don't want to be the realtor. Let's go to new home sales?
Well, let me think here. Where do I start? So the reason I got into real estate is because at the age of 40, 10 years ago, I went through a divorce. And I had been home for 14 years with my kids. I had done some like work from home stuff, but it was really a time where I knew I had to get out and like get a big girl job because I felt this huge responsibility with 4 kids. I had no retirement, very little savings. I had to like go get a job. And so people had said along the way, oh gosh, you'd be great in real estate. You know, you should do that. And, you know, like the normal yada yada. It looks pretty fun. Okay, there's flexibility with kids and this will be great. I can make all this money and blah, blah, blah. So I studied typical Amy fashion, got my license and like, you know, passed the test, got that in like 3 weeks.
Yeah, that's
and
Amy
then
fashion.
I was like, okay, I'm here. I'm ready to work. And I was with Keller Williams. Great place to start. All
That's
the training.
where I started.
I got, congratulations. That's awesome. Let us know if you need anything.
Bye.
And so I just had this feeling like I'd show up working and I didn't know what I was really supposed to be doing. So I'd take these calls and leads and I'd drive to trailers in the middle of nowhere. Probably ready again to get mugged, needed my mace.
That was aimed at your face.
Yeah. So, I mean, probably after about a year of just feeling, so again, no disrespect to y'all, kudos. But
No,
for me at
disrespect
the
us all day
time,
long.
the dues were a lot each month.
Yep.
I was a single mom, and so I was getting calls at 8, 9 o'clock at night, running around doing this for then people to go, oh, we're going to remodel. Or I met my husband's brother's cousin's sister this weekend at the baseball game, and I'm going to buy with them. It's like, that's fine. But I think the biggest thing for me is I didn't have a sphere of influence. I feel like if I was doing it in my hometown where I grew up, or doing it now that I've lived here 10 years and I know so many people, I'm sure I would do just fine. But I didn't know one person. I was a single mom and I wasn't on a team. Maybe a team would have been different.
Right.
But I was like, I don't like this. It was too flexible. I'm like a little soldier, you know, and so I really like to know what I'm supposed to be doing.
Right. Your checklists. Yeah.
So I had a couple friends that actually I'd met at Keller Williams who had done new home sales. And I thought, you know, I think I'm close. I like a lot of pieces of this, but I just don't like the real estate thing.
Yeah.
And so I reached out to them and chatted with them and felt terrified, but decided to take the leap. And I interviewed with Perry Homes and was there a long time.
Long time here with Perry
Very
Homes.
happy there. But yeah, to go from being home with your kids to working weekends, you know, working till
Holidays.
7, 8, 10 o'clock at night. And back then we couldn't really take things home. So if you had, you know, a contract or something to write, I mean, you were staying in the office to do that. It wasn't like now where we eat dinner and then we, you know, get open for business again.
Right.
And get right back to it. So
And for people who don't know, new home sales is more set hours. So
Supposedly.
Yeah.
supposedly, but you
Yeah.
still work over. But
Yeah.
you're there. It's like a 9 to 5, but not really.
Well,
it's
and-
like the technical hours for us were always 10 to 7.
Yeah.
So that's a long day. But again, you're usually staying late, working on your days off, you know, because you think back even just that many years ago, it was, oh, we want to buy a house, we want to write a contract. We were going into the office to sit down and, you know,
And
there was
write
less
the contract.
DocuSign and
It
stuff.
wasn't DocuSign.
Well-
And you actually had to present it in person, God forbid. Like that first one you had to do, and you're trying to paraphrase everything. It's like, oh my God. Yeah. I'm like, you don't have it easy now.
My mom did new home sales, and she would be at the office a lot at midnight.
It's a lot.
Because she would have to
Yeah.
write up 3 deals and
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
it's-
And
But
then
the
your days
bonus-
off,
On a
you're on the
weekend, yeah.
phone.
You're
It's
on
a
the
lot like
phone.
you guys.
Yeah.
But the trade-off for me was I was able to get, you know, 401k, benefits, health insurance, things that I felt like I had to put on my big girl panties and provide for these kids and start saving for my retirement, like with just such a late start.
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely.
So-
And you didn't have to procure your client base.
Exactly.
So that's sometimes the hardest part is, like you said, if I had a sphere or now it would be a different story.
Yeah.
And the
But
builder has,
you need to feed your family.
Yeah.
and they have a
And it's a
marketing
good way.
budget.
Yeah, but to be 100% commission is the other thing. I mean, you really have to bet on yourself. It's pretty scary, you know, to do. But again, you don't have the marketing expense. You get paid pretty quickly. They're taking care of all the fees and all of that stuff. So that was
That's great.
enticing to me, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you have done well. You've
I've
had a
done
whole
well.
career.
I have,
where
yeah.
you've even gone into leadership.
Yeah,
right?
some management, leadership roles, and I missed sales. So I love sales.
Yeah.
It's fun. Yeah.
And now you're back with, okay, so I'm really kind of obsessed with her builder.
Me too.
Because they build old school houses. Okay. They take wood floors and nail them down.
And the real wood.
And they're real wood.
And
And they have solid wood interior doors.
Oh, wow.
and a beautiful millwork and trim work around. Like, so they build a house
There's a lot of
like
care.
a historic home. Like, they
Yeah.
really care. So tell us about, look, this is your time to tell us all about Shattuck.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
I think it's important for people to know about them, because a lot of people think a new home, well, a lot of new homes are kind of slapped together and
Yeah,
lack personality.
for sure.
And that is not the case with this builder.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
I got a rare opportunity, wasn't really looking for a change, but Shattuck has been building for over 60 years in Dallas. So very well established in the DFW.
Dallas, they know what they're doing.
area. Yeah. Over 20 communities. And I think just, from the beginning, what made it so special for me, because again, I really wasn't looking for a change, was just the involvement with the family. So while that doesn't seem like it would matter to a customer, it is 100% family run, and the family is just lovely. I mean, they're authentic, they're real, they're approachable, they're in the field. I mean, just last week I had Peter Senior, so Peter Shattuck of Shattuck Homes, in his 80s, spending the day walking homes in our community here in Austin, and just, combing over every detail, giving feedback. He's still in the office helping with plans, and the kids are all really involved. So that just rolls down to the customer, I think.
Yeah.
Our main philosophy is to build homes that we would want to live in.
Well,
and
yeah.
having that family name just on that sign means everything. And so I think a lot of companies now are like, oh, we're family run or family owned, and it doesn't really mean a lot. So I think with Shattuck, it still means a
something.
lot. So we are production, luxury, really high-end production builder. So we do things like you mentioned, we offer the nailed-down wood floors. People can do solid wood doors. There's a lot of warmth. Like one of my
Builders don't
favorite
have that option sometimes.
first impressions was like a toe kick area on a bathroom cabinet. It was like powder pink, and it was blue, I think, in the other bathroom, and there was scalloped edges. I was like, stop now.
Stop with the scalloped edges
So,
too. Like, that's
yeah.
it. I'm like,
Just so much character.
Sold.
And
Yeah.
actually,
Yeah.
every week, people, and we thought a lot about that, bringing it from Dallas to not change our vibe or change who we were in Dallas, right? And Dallas always tells us they're ahead of us anyway with design, and so we're
Yeah.
like, okay, yeah, we'll take.
Which there is some truth to that.
Is there?
Like, so one of my friends is an interior designer,
Yeah.
and Dallas does set trends.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So we're like, just send us what you have. We'll catch up in a couple of years. But no, just customers that come out. I'm selling on acre lots, and so the homes are over $1 million, and they're sharing the homes I'm walking into just aren't feeling like $1 million. They're just kind of sterile. That modern trend's gone pretty far. For those that love it, great. But we're getting back to those, arches and warm tones and softer color palettes where you walk in and you're like, this just feels like a home. Maybe you'll see some really beautiful stone work all the way up to the ceiling of the fireplace, or maybe a painted brick fireplace, or things that are just different and give character, which I just love. And so people are really noticing and appreciating it.
you have hallways too.
And hallways!
And when I say hallways, I don't mean like wasted space hallways.
Yeah.
Like hallways just kind of went away.
Yeah.
And hallways
I
are
never
places.
thought about that. but-
Hallways are places where you can hang family pictures
Yeah.
and art galleries in
take-
your
Yeah.
home.
and take certain people off the wall.
Picture lights, and it gives you
Yeah.
space and privacy,
see
right?
from room
Yeah.
to room. And it's a wonderful moment to do interior design. I think particularly because my husband loves to take photography, like his photography can be highlighted, and every time we walk to our room we can see his photography, and those are just really meaningful spaces that got lost in this mass production.
Well, it's
build.
expensive. Think about it. You
Yeah.
have framing, you have texture,
Yes,
you have
that's true.
sheetrock, lighting,
Yeah.
all the things to finish.
I didn't think of that.
Yeah.
It is
Baseboards.
expensive.
Baseboards,
Baseboards.
flooring. Yeah.
But they are bringing back, hallways and giving you privacy and separation, and I
And
love
I think
it.
in the resale side, we're seeing more buyers want that too.
Yeah.
They're over the open spaces
Yeah.
that we've been in for the last
It
10,
can be
15
too
years.
open.
Yeah.
Yeah. And big pantries and laundry rooms. That's my other big
Yes.
Oh yeah, you gotta have.
I don't like walking into a 5,000 square foot home and then you have this little pantry and like little
Maybe a
laundry
little sink.
room. Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
no.
yeah.
Unless it's historic.
Yeah.
Then you get these
get
5,000
what you
square
get.
foot, and then
Yeah.
you're like, well,
Yeah.
you have a drawer
Yeah.
for all of your things.
But to intentionally build a new house like that is
yeah.
Yeah.
not smart.
I just the nailed down wood floors alone
I
just
know.
got me.
I mean,
was
I
like,
want to
wow.
move just for that reason.
I do too.
I know.
And it's
I
not
know.
one, it's not historic, and two, it's in the wrong city for me.
I
I want to.
know.
I love Smithville Bastrop, although I work in Leander all the time.
Yeah.
But I was like, you need to bring your builder down south.
We're working on more communities, so
Okay.
that is a goal to have
Okay.
several. Yeah,
Good. I
to
think you
to
should.
expand.
Yeah.
And does your builder do like build on your lot?
We do. I mean,
Okay.
we don't technically advertise it like big, loud and proud on a billboard, but we've had probably 2 or 3 families ask, and just case by case, if it's a community or a lot, I should say, that's close to our community, where our trades are close and it's easy to do.
Right.
Some
yeah.
situations where you're sending a crew an hour away probably
That's
would
not
not
gonna
be
work.
feasible. But
Yeah.
we also have shot at custom homes in Dallas area. So our roots are custom, and so we are definitely in talks with customers that really want that. They'll fall in love with the plan, but they want to look for a couple acres somewhere close, or maybe have some land. So yes.
Can you move around the plan? Can you do that kind of stuff?
Yes, I say that painfully because
Because you don't like it?
yes. So we can personalize, customize. We've moved walls around, deleted windows. I have someone wanting to do French doors out of their bedroom to be able to walk right out to the pool. So
I
we have a
love
lot of
that.
custom, or combining a few bedrooms for a junior suite. So it's all great on, chat or Pinterest. But then you go to do it and you look at just the pricing and the
structural.
things that happen. But we can.
You
And
can.
I'm surprised. I'm not going to say any names because I'm a good girl. But there's a well-known builder that builds beautiful homes, and they do not allow you to make any changes.
No
And it's
structural
like,
changes?
especially when you're at that price point, of over $1 million, people really want to personalize.
I know
So
who
I
she's
think
talking about.
I think a lot of them
we
won't.
do
But I'm
a
not gonna say
lot.
any names
Yeah.
either.
So that's my big, my secret weapon in my toolbox. Like we can personalize and make
That,
changes.
and I'm sorry, I'm going to keep saying it, the nailed down wood floor.
Yes, I know. I'm already like, can I get my old yucky tile? It's not yucky. It's a year and a half old, but it's wood
beautiful.
look tile. But I want wood. I grew up with wood.
Yeah.
I'm with you on the
Okay,
wood
we're gonna
all
talk
day.
about- we're gonna
it
talk
just
about where
feels
she grew up,
it just
too.
feels different on your feet.
It does feel
You
different
know?
on your feet. Yeah.
It's like grounding, like being in the grass or something.
It's
So,
warm. It's centering.
Yeah.
I like the noise when you walk on it.
yeah, I do too.
We're painting a whole picture for
Well, and
people.
part of
I
it's
know.
education because people I find are afraid of it. They think water and damage, but it's kind of the opposite. Because
Yeah.
if you've got planks and pieces that you can't replace anymore,
Yeah.
versus sanding just a little section and
Yeah.
refinishing it, it's pretty
Well, with
forgiving.
luxury vinyl plank, you have to take up the whole floor to
Exactly.
replace
Yeah,
that one.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It has I don't know, like a rhythm almost to it, like a little heartbeat. It's alive. It's dead.
Tree.
Yeah.
But the tree was alive at one time.
You mean the plastic wasn't for my
now
luxury
you're-
vinyl?
You're walking on death. No, you're walking on dead
That's right.
trees.
That's right. That's right. What are you walking on?
I don't know where I was going with
Yeah.
that, but it feels like I don't know. It just feels like this living, warm thing that you're walking on when
Yeah.
you have floors.
Yeah,
so
I
love
agree. I
It.
agree.
It is very grounding.
I'll have them someday. I feel like when I have real wood floors, I feel like I've arrived.
Yeah. That's how I feel about my historic home.
Yeah.
And hopefully it'll have like a really friendly Casperi ghost.
You can have that. That's all you.
All right. So we pretty much went over how beautiful your builder is that you work for, and
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Thank you.
And I have some clients that I'm definitely sending your way.
I would love that.
Because I think they would love what they have to offer. But now I want to talk about like some story time stuff. Because one,
Okay.
I know you do. I want to talk about the Marino Minute.
Mm.
And so tell me about the Marino
I don't
Minute.
even know what the Merino Minute is. So it started as a little thing for my car, just, random thoughts by Amy. And then it went into kind of an education piece about sales, construction, kind of behind the scenes. So I'm not great at being consistent with it is my problem. I get so busy.
Well,
so
yeah, you
I was
are
doing
busy.
it regularly, and then I just get so busy. And it's not for lack of material or topics. It's more just... I don't
Lack
have
of
time to
production.
deal with that right now. Does it really matter? But it's so funny because I think people watch more than you think. I'll get people that are like, I love your Merino Minute. Or I was at the domain once and someone just is like, there's Amy Marino. We watch your little, I'm like, I don't even know who you are. That's pretty
Wow.
cool. So and I
That's
think people
really
watch,
cool.
it's fun to do and just to educate. And I have a lot of buyers that'll be like, oh yeah, we stalk you on Instagram. I have a public account. And
Yeah.
so they can just learn more and see more and I don't know.
that's-
Just
that's
gives me
the
an
Marino
opportunity.
Minute.
Since I don't have a
On
podcast,
Instagram.
it's my like fake, wannabe
Well, 'cause you
say
had talked
something.
about you had talked about maybe doing a podcast.
I know. I don't
And
think I really want to do that now.
just the Merino Minute. Yeah.
I think so.
Because you almost died on the way in.
We'll see. That's true. That's true. I value my life too much. No, I kid.
But I enjoy your Merino Minute because it's on Instagram and you just talk about like here's the top 3 things that buyers need to know when
Yeah.
buying new construction. And it's, you keep it at a minute, and it's really informative, firsthand applicable tools that people can use when they're
Yeah.
looking for
Yeah.
new construction homes and
Yeah.
going through that process.
Yeah.
So it's really cute.
Yeah,
I
that,
love it.
and I think people get to know you, right? So then
Yeah.
you sit down, you meet with them, and they're already like, I feel like I already know you,
Yeah.
because I watch your stuff. So it's like, okay, that's cool. And it stretches me, right? We put ourselves out there to do things
Yes. That we're not.
And it
It's
builds
funny to think back in
accreditation.
the day that was like scary. Like, I'm going to make a video. And now it's like we don't even really think about it.
Remember we did that video together? Long time ago. You were working for
We did.
Perry. I'm going to have to find
Oh,
it. It's in the archives somewhere.
Yeah, walking
And
the homes.
We were walking the home.
Yeah.
Can't remember what community it was
I
because it
think
was
we were in
that.
Deerbrook.
We were in Deerbrook. Okay. And we were doing this whole cheesy, it was cutting edge though, because, not a lot of people were doing video back then. And we were doing the whole, what I like about this house is the open floor plan. And then the camera would pan.
Now I have to find it.
And-
I'm going to do that tonight.
And then Amy and I were just like, come visit us.
Yeah, I know. It's so cringy,
It was
right?
so
Which I don't even know if we say that anymore, but
Yeah, I do.
You can.
my kids will be like, Mom.
Low key, you can say cringy.
But you look back and some of your beginning ones and you're like, that was
Well,
embarrassing.
and I always tell myself there's a 10-year-old that's dancing to something stupid out at Walmart. So
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. For sure.
So I remember we did that together. So that
We've come a long way.
We've come a long
Yeah.
way. Okay.
now we're in a studio with real lights and a real camera.
Equally as cringy. So I want to get into some story time with you.
Yeah, sure.
So what is one of the what is one of the pivotal moments in your career that helped you grow and either grow, lead, or kind of changed your mindset? Like, what was one of those moments in your career where you're like, and it could have been, you might have already answered it in some ways with going to new home sales, but
Yeah. I mean,
But-
so many. I would say kind of, I guess, counterintuitively, for me, it wasn't one moment. It was like success by 1,000 wins, right? Instead of death by
I love
1,000
that.
cuts. It's like, it's just these
I
tiny...
always focus on the other one. I like the success by 1,000
It's like
wins.
little wins. So
Yeah.
I think in new home sales and probably like you guys that are, those that are successful in real estate as you are, it just takes an amazing amount of tenacity, of resilience, of consistency, of showing up, giving 100% every single day, right? And a lot of times you don't see anything.
Yep.
Like you're just planting.
Yeah.
And then
you don't
one day
know-
it all blooms.
And then all of a sudden, right? And
Or
then
crickets get it, locusts.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah. So just keeping track of your little wins, I would say.
Yeah.
Just showing up like one foot in front of the other. And then you kind of, it's like climbing out of a hole or something. You look back and you go, oh my God, like look at everything I've accomplished, not only just for myself, like skills and, awards and monetary, of course, but even just skills, just thinking about that first, build I had to do. And I was terrified. And, you
Now
look
look
back
at
and
you.
think of how much you've learned. And so it
Yeah.
wasn't, I don't know that it was one big moment.
It was a
but
lot
it's
of
just
little
like
moments.
sticking with it over the last 10 years and
Not
then being able
giving
to
up.
look back and think, yeah, I've really grown and learned a lot and really expanded, I guess, the reach I have with not just sales, but my knowledge of construction and permitting and land and leadership and, going through a lot of leadership programs and did a little stint in managing others. That really wasn't my thing.
You're so good with
I just
people.
miss playing, being on
Like,
the field.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
so good with helping people with their homes.
Yeah.
That
I
is-
love
yeah.
people. And I think, my other thing, I guess my other advice, you didn't really ask me that, was just, it's not like rocket science. It's like, for me, it's being yourself. So just, everyone else is taken, right? Show up as yourself. Be authentic. There's no, I think just people see videos and different things. Like, I need to emulate them. I need to be that person. It's like, just be you. And you're going to be the most successful. And I think just doing it for the right reasons. Like, I love money and it's very motivating to me, but I don't really think about it that way. And that's not why I do it.
Yeah.
I do it because I love people and just really care about
The
them
purpose.
and them getting them, what they want, the purpose. That's so rewarding to me.
I loved how you said be yourself because everyone else is taken.
I mean, someone else has a
so
bumper sticker that coined that. It's not my line, but I use it a
No, but
lot.
I love it. No,
Yeah.
you coined it.
Yeah, I mean,
did.
Just like Ready Yeti. It's coined
there
on
you
our
go.
podcast.
There you go. Yeah.
No, but that's such a good
That could be the
point.
episode title. Be yourself. Everyone else is taken.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, we do get lost in that, especially with all the
Yeah.
social media
Yes.
videos that
Yes.
are going around and how to get likes and how to be viral and how to
Yeah.
do this and how to do that.
On my way to the studio this afternoon, I was talking to my friend Auburn, and we were talking exactly about that,
Yeah.
about social media and how there's so many fake, I guess, just people not being themselves. And
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
and we were talking about the podcast in particular, where I was like, it's authentic. It's what, we're not influencers. We don't want to be influencers. And we were talking about Glenda Baker and how she does speaking events and things,
Yeah, you
but
told me
she's
about
not, she didn't do it for that. And it's not her sole income. She's
Yeah.
a realtor. And
Yeah,
Yes.
she's still a realtor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially with AI, I think. People just
yeah.
want real, authentic, and they want valuable information. Back to Glenda Baker, she'll talk
Yeah.
about that a lot. Just,
She
forget
does.
the tricks and ponies and giraffes and all this AI. It's like,
Yeah.
nobody really wants that. They just want real,
Yep.
So I think just not overthink it and be yourself.
And they have a very good podcast. It's called Glitter and Gay.
I know,
And it's
I love
amazing.
It. It's so
And
good. I'm like,
actually-
bring it back. It's
Yeah.
not been on.
It hasn't been on in a while.
I'm sure she ran out of time.
Yeah.
And she actually started out just like you did with her in the Porsche with Glenda or
Yeah.
Porsche
Yeah,
Minute.
like
or
Post from
something.
the Porsche.
Yeah, yeah.
Porsche. Is it Porsche or
Yeah,
Porsche?
Porsche.
Porsche.
Well, Porsche is the actual
Proper?
term, but I
Okay.
think like people
Pose
short
from
it.
the Porsche.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
she did.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
how she started doing
She has a
her
lot
stuff.
to say, so just get out
Yeah.
and say it. Maybe that could
Yep.
be my podcast, Authentically Amy, someday.
Oh.
I don't know
Someday.
what my
Someday you're all
dogs
Amy or
cooking
someday
business, being old.
You
I
should
mean,
roll a dice the beginning of
there
every
you
episode,
go.
and then
There you go. It could
be like-
happen. Yeah.
Can I say something that's going to make me sound really naive again?
Yeah.
Okay,
Well, why
so
not?
I know we're
We're talking about authenticity.
So, I don't do filters on my pictures.
I don't either.
I have this little app. I can't remember what it's called. It's not Lightroom, but it's something like that. And I do the vignette. Like I like the vignette because it kind of makes it look kind of cool in the
What's a
background.
vignette?
It's like makes it darker.
I'm like, isn't that a staging term where you like put something in a
Well,
house for furniture?
But
Yeah.
it's also like it'll take a picture. It'll just sort of make it dark in the back, so it makes it a little bit more moodier and cool. And so,
Like a green
see, like
screen.
here's a vignette
oh,
on
okay.
the screen,
like shadowy.
yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
And then sometimes like I'll do like a vintage color overlay or something
For
but
your
I-
ghost stories.
Yeah, but I never do like any kind of face tuning or anything like that. But then I saw this button that said like AI, auto touch. And I'm like, oh, I wonder what that, well, that's interesting. So I hit it.
Slippery slope. Be careful.
And then it
You're
showed
gonna come
me,
out with Botox and
it showed
lip
me,
injections.
showed me things I did not know about, like how you can make your arms skinnier,
Oh my
your
God.
neck skinnier, your face
Yeah,
skinnier.
but then you're gonna
Oh my
look like
God.
that
And there's-
robotic arm that's cutting and choking yourself.
Well, I'll tell you
You'll
about
see it
it.
on the
But-
other episode.
But I was like, oh, snap. So all these people, I'm like, how do they look so good all the time? And I knew about face tuning, but now
But I
I'm
have
like,
so much to say about that. FaceTiming, I mean, they'll blend so much. Their nose is blended with face.
Uh-huh.
The second thing is people aren't going to see you.
No.
I mean, so you put a dating app or whatever, you put these pictures on, and like they're going to meet you in real life, so that's more awkward. And I'm sorry, you guys, but realtors are the worst. I have
and they
people
use
walk into my
those headshot
office,
photos.
and I'm like,
100% agree.
oh. Okay, let's pull out your card. You look like your grandma version. I mean, but how embarrassing. It makes
I
it so
know.
awkward. Why not
I
just be
want to-
yourself?
I want to look like myself.
Or when
right?
you like feel not good about yourself and you don't want your picture taken, it's kind of funny because it's like, well, you get like people see you in real life every day.
Yeah.
This
You're
is
not
how you
hiding.
look.
Well, that's why I was looking at certain pictures of people, and I was like, I'm sorry. And I might have to be, that bitch does not look like that.
No,
When I saw her in person,
no.
she did not look like that. at
Yeah.
all. And then, so when I saw those
Fake
tunes,
news.
I'm like, I can totally be hot if I want to be.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. But then how awkward when you show up as yourself.
I know,
Not
and
that
they're
you're
like-
not hot, but that came out wrong. You know what I
No,
mean?
it came out exactly
you're gonna
right.
have to
When we go on a listing appointment, and they're like, but your for sale sign down the street looks totally different than you.
Or the house. It was so charming and digitally staged, and you walk in and you're like, this does not look like the pictures on your listing.
You
Yep.
are, yeah. No,
Yeah.
I know. So I'm
Yeah.
like I said, I just, I'm
Yeah.
I'm not for that either.
Yeah.
You
like,
have
do you
to be
remember when
who you
was
are.
it Jennifer Garner? She did the Instagram where she was just like no makeup. Like, here's how I feel like I look doing yoga, but this is how I look. And everybody loved it. I just think people like real.
Yeah.
People respond to that. I agree. And Pam Anderson had this whole thing too.
Yes.
Where she's doing more natural and kind of going back, and she's stunning.
Yeah.
She's stunning who she is.
Amanda
and also
Peet as well. All
Amanda
these
Peet.
these
Cameron
movie stars that are
Diaz going so natural.
Yeah.
And I love it because
and we get to keep our original hardware now more. It's not popular to alter it.
It isn't.
I mean,
no, it isn't.
to each their own. But
I've done
fad
a deep,
is over.
I've done a deep scroll on lipo.
Oh
Just
yeah,
so you know.
yeah. I mean, adding things, not taking away.
That's true.
I wanted plastic in my body,
But,
so
yeah,
that's another podcast.
That's a whole nother
That'll
podcast.
be on the dice.
Where you want to do like menopause and aging gracefully. Sorry, Anthony. You're only 12, so come back to us in like 4
he's
years.
actually 90, but he's been on hormone treatment.
I was going to say, you look fabulous
Yeah.
in real life.
I'm 29 going on 89.
Okay, I'll get back to.
Sorry, I'm way off track.
No, I love it. So, what is the best advice you have for somebody thinking about going into new home sales? Because I think you're a really good person for this, because I think there's a lot of people who might have been in your position or in your position where, should I go real estate? I love houses, or is new home sales better? So what is your best advice for somebody?
I probably get a call about this every week, honestly.
Do you?
So I would say
From realtors?
no, some, but
Barbara.
not all. No, so many things at play. Like one, who's the builder you're working for.
I think that's the big one.
I mean, it's not just culture. It's, the roles are very different depending who you work for. Some you're, curating these custom kind of options and you're on the field and you're construction based like I am now. Some it's just blow and go or, stack them, sell them cheap, just as many as you can run through.
Stack them, sell them cheap, yeah.
Commissions have changed a lot. So just looking at that, what that looks like, what is the, what's the rule around how many partners do you have?
Right.
Do you get paid some up front? Do you not? What's the commission breakdown? How much inventory is on the ground? How much land do they have? What's the next 5 years look like? What's that opportunity going to look like? And when you're new, like how much even completed inventory, because most builders, you don't get paid until those homes close. So how long's your runway? What's that look like? Am I going to be in a neighborhood that's an hour and a half away or not? And honestly, for me, it's like, do I authentically love the product? I mean, like at Shattuck, our things to build homes we live in. And I've always been kind of like that. It's not that I'm snobby, and I can certainly appreciate an entry-level home for the first-time home buyer or the investor. But I joke that I'm terrible at sales. I really am not a salesy person. I'm very low pressure. I'm a connector. I'm authentic. And I want to just love what I'm showing. And when you're passionate about what you have to share and you feel confident and you'd sell your grandma that house, well, that shows, right? But if you're trying to sell something that you're like, I'd never buy this, well, then you're probably not going to be successful. Yeah. And so a lot of times, if you know the value that you have, people can feel that. And so I just say, I'm really not in sales. I'm just a teacher, which I went to school to be a teacher.
But
I'm just educating, talking, connecting, counseling, therapy, discovering the pain points and that kind of thing. So that'd be one, of just really do some research on who the builder is, what that, looks like for you, what's your daily responsibilities, what's the culture, what's the compensation, all of those things kind of, I guess, at first level.
That's awesome. That's great
advice.
advice.
And just,
great advice.
I guess ask why they're doing it. A lot of people get into it for the money.
Yeah.
And if that's your real only reason, you're probably going to be, like with anything, pretty miserable.
You're going to burn out.
Yeah, you'll burn
gonna
out.
burn out.
Yeah. So
What? Okay. I think I know the answer to this. But if you had to do it all over again, like wave a magic wand.
life or what?
Well, now that's
Your drive
probably
here.
actually a better question.
I'm so wise now at 50. I know exactly what I do.
Okay.
But I have my 20-year-old brain, so it doesn't
Oh, yeah,
this
I know.
brain in our young body.
Would you choose real estate if you had it to do all over
I would.
again? You
And
would?
and again, my kids are probably going to watch this, and I love them dearly. But I think the confidence that I have now, I wish if I could go back, I would have worked instead of just being home full time with my kids. And that's probably going to make a lot of people upset. I love my kids. I love being a mom. I just feel like I could have almost been a better mom, like being able to balance that and do both. And there's so many parts of the business. You know, I'm interested. Some days I'm like, I want to be in commercial real estate. I could have gone back and been like, you know, a project manager. I love being in the field with my boots and my little clipboard. And it's like, so that's my problem is there's so many, like, that would be fun. I have interest in this. I wanted to be an attorney. Well, it's kind of like that when you're doing commercial real estate, you know. So, and I love new home sales.
Yeah.
And I think, again, going back, if I knew more, I could be successful being a realtor too. So I know I would be in this industry.
Somewhere
I have
in this sphere.
roots, you know, in construction since I was a little girl. My dad built a log cabin, kind of fun fact. And so we grew
that's
up,
cool.
you know, on a construction site. So none of that would change. But sometimes it's like, man, I didn't get to start till I was 40.
Yeah.
Like, imagine if I got to start, you
When you
know,
were
at
20.
23, like
Yeah.
everyone else. You know, I got a
Yeah.
late start. So the competitive part of me is like, man, I could be killing it right now.
Well,
I could maybe be retired already.
I want to be a meteorologist. That's my
See? Yeah.
my other.
Okay.
Interesting.
That's all you. Interesting.
Okay. Explain.
I am fascinated with storms and tornadoes, and I would be a storm chaser. A Reed Timmer.
No, you wouldn't.
He's my.
No, you
He'd
wouldn't.
be my husband.
You would.
And
You would
we
overthink
We won't
it.
tell Craig.
Craig is fine with it. And I would be a meteorologist.
So this is what I imagine.
fun.
Barbara's like, okay, we're gonna go into the storm. Hang on, is the truck gonna blow over, or am I going the right way?
Just you and the newfies. I can picture in a big van just driving down. Yeah.
Okay. Now, we always talk about this with all of our guests, and I know you have one of these. Share your ghost story.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
You built up to it, and then you just went.
I know I did kind of, and then I just was like,
So a fun fact is that I grew up.
I knew this.
This is the only reason I'm here. She doesn't care about anything else I have to say. No, I'm just kidding.
We're going to have a special Halloween episode for her.
You can get my mom on here. Oh my gosh.
too.
So I grew up in a 100-year-old farm home in a little town called Philomath, Oregon. And my parents bought it for $16,000 when they were newly married. And there was like
my
chickens
gosh.
running through it. The ceilings were sagging. And so my mom was just, you know, my parents got divorced when I was young. And so she was a single mom for a long time in the home. And she just has story after story after story of ghost stories. And I experienced them living there. Like in high school, I wouldn't even stay alone at night. If my parents were out of town, I was like, I'm out of here.
You would
It's
go
creepy.
stay at a friend's?
Yeah, it was on 2 acres, you know, trees everywhere. It's like, this is creepy. So, I mean, just a couple of the stories. I was talking to my sister this morning, and she had reminded me. So there was a friend that my parents had met, and she was kind of like a fictive grandma, and her name was Grammy Allworth.
Oh.
And my sister and my parents met her somewhere. And anyway, my sister said, you know, growing up, I would always hear someone calling for Peg, Peg, Peg. And she goes, I never really thought anything of it. And then when I was about 14, I realized that Grammy Allworth, who they put together, grew up in the house we lived in. Oh. Her name was Margaret, which Peg
Peggy.
is short for
Peg.
Margaret. So Grammy Allworth's mom was calling her all those years that my sister was hearing someone call for Peg.
Oh my god.
And then my mom had a set of like jail keys hanging, and we'd come down and they'd be in different,
jail keys.
like decorative, like she collects
like
antiques.
old,
You'd
yeah.
die on her house. So,
okay,
you know,
okay.
like as a decoration.
Okay,
And
okay.
they'd be in a different order. Or we'd walk into a room and the rocking chair would just be going, you know, by itself.
Now that is creepy.
I mean, you can feel it. There's a lot. Or my mom once was home by herself and thought my sister was still home and heard a little girl singing kind of in the woods and then realized that no one was there. My sister had gone to town with my dad, like to the store. So, I mean, but she's like, oh, honey, it was never scary. I'm like, that's freaking scary if no one's there.
They're good ghosts.
So there's so many ghost stories. And it's
Yeah.
still like, you know, when Chris and I go visit, I mean, he's just like, the bedrooms are upstairs and he'll
Okay.
literally like, I should go to the bathroom.
Does
Like
she
he won't
still
even
live
go
there?
downstairs by himself in the night. You know, there's ticking clocks, there's creepy dolls like sitting there, you know.
There's jail keys
But,
tangling in the wind.
it's definitely haunted. And it was a hospital like way back in the day. So it makes kind of sense.
yeah,
There's
so
probably
you had-
dead bodies buried everywhere.
There could be.
Like a doctor ran it as a hospital. Uh-huh.
And then there's trauma. That could have been people's last times they ever spent in the
Yeah.
house.
And then when I was probably like 4, I remember feeling something sitting on my bed and I woke up And literally there was this like translucent angel with like these wings and this little dog like sitting on the end of my bed. And I don't really remember what they said or anything. I swear I'm not crazy. But I ran to my parents' bed and I was like terrified.
A full apparition.
I don't know.
That's
but
what
there's
that was.
so many stories in that house. And my parents still live there. So my mom is 81 and she moved there when she was like 23.
Wow.
So, I mean.
Well, as a realtor, she's not a very good client.
No. She
gonna
thought about
say.
selling once. And then she
she
started to
remembered.
cry. And she's like, this is like a part of my soul. This is like my best friend. Like,
She's
I
going
just
to stay
can't.
there.
Oh,
There's a part of her that's going to be there, don't you think?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. So, anyway.
Well,
Sidetrack on the ghost stories.
no, it was wonderful. Well, we've come to the end of our time.
Yeah.
What?
Which is,
That
I
flew
know,
by.
I
That's
know,
crazy.
it flies
Yeah.
by, and you're so fun on the podcast. Say this almost with every guest.
I was going to
It's
say, you
like,
probably tell everyone that.
I do, but you're really great.
Oh,
so we
thank
enjoyed
you.
it so much.
Thank
and
you
have
for
to
having
come
me.
back.
I will.
Tell people how to find you at Shattuck Homes if they're interested in checking out this
Yeah.
wonderful builder.
Yeah, so I'm on Facebook, Amy
Okay.
Marino, Amy N Marino, I think. Noelle's my middle name. So
Okay.
on Instagram, and I pretty much talk all the time. I'm everywhere, public, so you can just look me up there and find
What's
me.
your handle on Instagram?
Amy N Marino. Don't forget
she
the
said
N.
that. Don't
Yeah.
forget the
Well,
end.
it
know.
ran in with Facebook. I was confused.
oh.
I'm
Yeah.
old school.
Yeah.
Remember?
Just Google me. I'll pop up somewhere.
And if you have any questions for us about real estate or want to buy or sell real estate, the house next door, tx.com.
Is
And
it just me?
it is just me. And don't forget to like, subscribe,
Comment,
comment,
share,
boo,
thumbs down, thumbs up.
thumbs up. Until next time.